May 6th, about 6:30 in the morning. You got a cute little baby. Squishy butt. Cute baby. Very cute girl. Yes. The luckiest guy in the world. Hashtag blessed. I just woke up. No alarm. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I also tend to wake up when the sun comes up and get a serious reflection over here. Over there where the sun's coming in. Oh, it's cool. Honestly, I'm very grateful. I'm glad. I still didn't get my little quote to Beth. Just shave the back of my neck. Shave my beard a little bit, I think could be a good idea. I got a job interview of sorts this afternoon with a recruitment agency the other side of town. I was dreaming about, I was sitting on the front yard. It was like a place in Murfreesboro. I went to college with a buddy, Chris, another friend of his, I guess. We were trading stuff. Whatever I was trading them for, whatever I was trading them with, I was trading them for vegetables. I had a bunch of carrots and potatoes. And different veggies in the grass in the front yard of this house. I can't remember what I was trading them for, but at some point they went their way. My mom was there. It was like my mom was staying in the house with me, or I was staying at her house, something. It was a rough place. I went to this one room. It was like just a bed and a trash bin, and like a 2x4 trash bin rack. Just a bunch of trash. There's like it hadn't been. It reminded me of the place on the corner over there. It looks like a homeless person staying in. It's just rough. And then I was like, oh yeah, I got the veggies on the front yard. I need to go collect. I was like, the grass had grown. Hey, I just farted and it wasn't loud. I haven't eaten beans in a few days. I ate fried rice last night. I think I had oatmeal and a peanut butter and jelly yesterday for lunch, brunch, breakfast, lunch. And I put the rear wheel on my motorcycle and oiled the chain. I haven't done any maintenance on the brake system. Yeah. Sometimes I was hanging out with my mom, living with my mom, and was taking the trash out. It's trash day, incidentally. And I did the thing where the back of my tongue sounds fat. I don't know what that's called. But I love it. I used to hate it, but it's so endearing to me. At some point in the dream, we were walking to, like, I guess with the goal of going towards campus. It was after I collected all the potatoes and the carrots and the mostly other root vegetables off the front lawn. The grass had grown up. I need to mow the grass as well, incidentally. I don't have a job yet, but I'm confident I'll get one. My ex-girlfriend texted me late last night. She saw that I had changed my LinkedIn status to open to work. She was messaging me. She said, "Congratulations. This was your own choice." I don't know. I don't know what she said, but I don't care. I don't think there's a point in talking to her anymore. I think I've said my piece. It was funny. I think I've already journaled about this, but last week after I texted her about a job, and then she was pretty sweet, and I didn't respond. After a couple of days, I sent her a message. I was like, "Hey, I'm not trying to be rude. I just want you to know that I'm like over it. I don't care. I'm not gonna keep trying. I'm not Sisyphus. I'm not. You don't seem interested in seeing me or hanging out with me, and therefore I'm just not interested in chasing you." And she kind of seemed upset. She was like, "I understand," but then she's like, "I was gonna send you this TikTok. It's all about love and how you do anything for somebody that you love, or whatever." And I'm like, of course you're gonna send me that when I'm telling you that I'm over it. And then I called her that evening and offered her some fried rice. She's like, "Maybe next week, I'm busy." And it's now next week. And, I don't know, it's like, what's the point? I gotta focus on work, finding work. That's all I need to be focused on right now. But anyway, plus I'm like embarrassed. Maybe I shouldn't be. This happens to the best of us, right? But in the dream, at some point, I'm walking with my mom. And we're trying to get to campus for some reason. I remember I wandered into the middle of the street, and she was like, "Get out of the street." And then she lit up a cigarette. And describing it awake right now makes perfect sense, I was goofing off, I was stressing her out. She got triggered. And I just feel like we could be interpreted as pretty white trash. And I am legitimately trying to get my ass back on that campus so I can finish my degree, my second degree. And I'm legitimately trying. I'm broke my ganja fast with a little toke Saturday night. Tiny one. Toke and a half. Didn't even really feel it. But I'm worried it will affect my ability to pass the drug test, and I'm pretty sure that it affected my sinuses and lungs. Just the tiniest bit of smoke in my lungs, and like yesterday, I felt like I was coughing it up. I definitely could see myself having some type of disease like lung cancer if I'm not careful. But I haven't smoked much at all in the last few weeks, and I expect the trend to continue. Why am I picking at my thing on the side of my neck? It's almost healed up. We'll leave it alone. I got this thing, and I've had a thing in my ear that seemed to respond positively to my steaming hot showers. You know, I didn't feel like MTSU's research was all that impressive while I was there. Maybe I do need to try to get into somewhere where they have research that I feel truly challenged by and inspired by. MTSU has some research, it had and has, but compared to what I see other people doing, it just seems like. And then there's TSU right up the way, and their research even, I'm like, what? Then there's Vanderbilt, and even their research, I'm like, for real? Like, they're good at presenting it, but when you go and you look at it, you're like, this is like a grade school science project. What are you doing? You're a professor. Yeah, this one in my ears is doing better. I have to assume that's from headphones. I wore headphones last night until I fell asleep listening to the Gateway Experience. Wave 1, track 5. Your Gateway is just sleep or something like that. I don't feel like they were really doing much, but it worked. I fell asleep. And I woke up briefly to take the headphones out, put them away, and that's all I had to text. And I could smell my blood in my ear. A little bit of dark circles going on. Squishy behind the eyes. Not surprising with even the tiniest bit of conscious smoking that I did this weekend. It's weird to genuinely want to quit. Even without Wellbutrin, I would want to be sober. So cold. Straight edge. But yeah, going to see recruiters. Being self-conscious. It's funny. This is the squishiness behind my eye or eyes. It's definitely connected to my sinuses. I would say there's a connection. At least I think there probably is. It feels like it. I could feel the same kind of sensation in my ears. It's like there's a muscle, maybe my brain. It's like I have a squishy brain or I have a firm, rigid, sharp, muscular brain. But maybe it's fascia. I've been realizing recently, I had a buddy in college. I called him father because he reminded me of like a priest. But then when I moved in with him, he kind of had like a paternal sense that I rebelled against. He went and traveled the world, did tons of yoga, quit smoking ganja. His mom died of, not as bad, but still there. His mom died of brain cancer while I was living with him. And he had had an accident, a vehicle accident. He experienced a pretty bad injury, a head injury, brain injury. He went totally vegan and started doing yoga and kind of got a twitch in one of his eyes, but he started making DMT and doing yoga and reading the Ayurveda. Went on to travel the world. I guess he was like a life coach, a passive income enthusiast. He had studied business. But I remember him telling me when he was talking about quitting smoking ganja, I was like, why? He's like, I don't know exactly. He's like, it makes me feel crunchy. I was like, well, I kind of get that. But I didn't really get it. But over the years, I've gotten it more and more. Like, I feel crunchier. At least I felt crunchier when I smoked ganja. When I've taken breaks, I feel less crunchy. And at this point, what I'm convinced it is the fascia in our bodies. It's like when you smoke ganja to alleviate stress or, regulate emotions. It's like your brain gets calm, your body feels good, but your fascia is like, it's all tense. It's like I haven't dealt with my problems. And that's my interpretation of why we feel crunchy when we smoke ganja, is because our fascia is like holding all this emotional stress in still, even though our bodies feel relaxed and our minds feel relaxed. Our spirit body and our fascia is like all tense still, because we haven't actually addressed the root causes of our problems. I could be wrong. I'm no expert, no genius. I've got caffeine gummies, and I've got caffeine pills, and I've got my Wellbutrin. I've got nicotine gum. I've got some water. Let's do some water. Man, that's good. I don't even feel bad anymore for journaling like this in the mornings and cuddling